Hi everyone, it's Steadfast Preparedness here, otherwise known as Seduced by Silver. So it's January 1st and I've started my Prep a Day challenge that I created for myself. And today I decided it was going to be finishing up these flannel cloths. So a lot of you are going to know the importance of having a lot of cloths on hand on a day-to-day basis, but just imagine how valuable cloths will become in a grid down situation. Now there are a lot of inexpensive options for cloths, especially if you consider the dollar store. However, I'm going to show you how to make cloths for about 0.015 cents each. So about a penny and a half. Because what I did is I bought a twin, or it was a double sheet at the thrift store, a flannel sheet for $2. And what that did is it created 75 of the smaller cloths and 65 of the larger cloths. Now, I watched a few videos on how to do this properly, and the consensus was you had to sew the sides to keep them from fraying. That was a little bit discouraging, and that's why it's taken me so long to do this project, because I have not touched a sewing machine since grade 9. So as you can see, it's not fancy. I actually just borrowed it from a friend of mine. And I have to say, it was amazing how my brain remembered how to do this. Probably the hardest part was changing the bobber after it ran out of thread. But so it's a couple days worth of just puttering away. Now if you consider the time it takes to make them, of course that adds to your cost. However, I try to do this while I'm listening to other educational videos or podcasts. So I feel like I'm getting good use for my time. Anyway, so these cloths are going to come in handy in many ways. I don't think I have to tell you, especially if we have no more paper products. And something I saw somebody else post, and I wish I could remember who it was. I like to give credit to people who have ideas that I find interesting or helpful. So if I can find the link that I watched, I will post it in the comment section below. But one thing that was so helpful was to buy, when you're buying the flannel cloths, it's so easy to cut because you already have the lines to follow. So I found that to be extremely helpful. I did buy a burgundy flannel sheet for other purposes, and that's definitely a lot more difficult to keep the lines straight. So flannel, definitely a win for me. It's a lot easier than not having a pattern at all. So if you haven't thought about having some extra cloths for when the time comes, you can even have baskets that would sit on your counter or in the bathroom. I know it sounds gross, but better to have and not need it than need it and not have it. Then consider just picking up some sheets, some flannel sheets from the thrift store, and trying your own hand at the sewing machine. And you don't even actually have to sew the sides. All you find is you'll just get a lot of fraying with each wash. If you're okay with that, then just cut them up and throw them in a container. Well, I hope you found this helpful. I hope I didn't disgust too many people, but you never know. Anyway, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Stay safe, everyone.